Yo, what up, everybody? YouTube in the free world, what's going down? It's your boy Eisner's Tactical Man. Got y'all a new little setting right here, in the backyard, man, chilling. It's I don't know when the video gonna upload, but it's what shit. I don't know how long this video gonna last actually with these damn mosquitoes, but it's Wednesday, November 5th, man. Yeah, just chilling. But I just did this video just to kind of like just kind of talk, October over, and tonight's the beaver moon whatever. The moon supposed to be really big tonight somewhere. If y'all see this video, this is that night, the big moon night. But yeah, man, just chilling, man, relaxing, having a little cold beer. You know, shout out to Yeti for the beer can cooler things, right? Well, hold on, let's make back up. Whoa, back up big time. Yeah, still shout out to Yeti. These little cooler sleeves right here, whatever you want to call them. But they didn't send me this. I had these for years. I've been bought these for years. And when you buy Yeti products, they give you a little sticker. I ain't even advertising for them. I'm just saying they hooked me up with the tumblers. Y'all saw that. But these boys didn't send me these. I bought these years ago, back in my camping days. And they're great for doing videos because you can hide whatever content you got inside the cooler sleeve, whatever you want to call it, the koozie, whatever. And because if the company ain't sponsoring you, why should you advertise their product, right? I can advertise Yeti because they actually sent me two nice tumblers. So, but I ain't got to advertise what I'm drinking though. Let's make that clear. But yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. I just want to, I really just want to shout out some gun tubers and stuff, man. Man, let me back up, man. Let me shout out Dress to Kill Tay, man, because like I said, now Glocktober is over. I think it's funny that this kid called it a couple years back that they was gonna come for the Glocks and all that. I was gonna do a live, but you can't really show guns in a live. You can show them, but you can't. You got to have them like mounted on the wall, and I ain't got all that, so I can't do a live. Really, I can do a live. I've done lives before, but I ain't got no setup to really show my gun. I like to have guns, so at least when I'm doing the live, people can look at guns. That's just me. But like T Electric, shout out to T Electric. He does that. He's in his gun room and he'll show his guns, and because you can't touch them. So like I didn't want to do like just POV with tabletop with guns and talking because so like I said, I like to like talk and be personable with my channel. You know what I'm saying? Same way, even Sleep Soul BK Fly, man. Shout out to that boy. He be when he does this live, he try to like do partial face with the guns in the background. But I'm gonna get there soon with the mounted little room area, wall, gun area, whatever. I just ain't got it set up right now. Hey, but if you want to see a badass gun room, check out my boy 28 Ninja. He built this whole room and with all his guns. Man, that dude, he down there Hickok 45 or honest all. I didn't know he had that many guns. I knew he had a shit ton of guns. He got a shit ton of guns. But go check out 28 Ninja. Man, shout out to the whole 2A team, Justin Worst. Shout out to Citizen to a Citizen. Everybody remember Citizen to a Citizen, man. I talked to him here and there. He's doing good. He didn't just completely vanish. It's just he's been busy with working international and stuff. But I talked to him like about a month ago, I guess. And then shout out to Silver and Black Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what was the newest member to the 2A team? Damn, man, my boy. Oh, Ammo Chemist. The Ammo Chemist. Yeah, man, that's my boy. He tight. So shout out to the 2A team. We're gonna be coming back with some stuff though. Just been busy lately. Justin Works had a baby and all this stuff. So we got a lot going on. But yeah, man, I'm kind of rambling right now. But what I wanted to get into on this video is like, so I got my EDC right here. Let me show you what I'm rocking with right now at this very moment. YouTube, I'm in a safe control environment. Everything's clear, no women and children around. So just cool out, man. Monetize my video. They didn't even monetize my Radiant Magwell video I did the other day. Ain't even. I mean, I could have got it monetized. I ain't gonna tell how to do it. If someone want to know, contact me offline. It's the way you can upload it in a certain way, and then for some reason it gets monetized. But if you do it at certain hours and certain times of the day, it doesn't get monetized. But I ain't like waiting. I just said whatever, man. I don't even care no more. But yeah, we still rocking the Vetter holsters, side tuck, what I'm saying, for the 43X MOS. You see that looking good with that black camo right there. Got the wedge on the back. So this is how it's looking. I'm still got a couple things coming for it still. Now I'm really weary. I think I might have screwed up because you know what? when I get the 43, I'm gonna get the 43X Ramjack. It ain't gonna fit in this holster. I can see right now. So back to the drawing board with that part, or just don't carry with the Ramjet. We'll see how that goes. But I just realized that. But yeah, man, this is how it looks, and that's what the Radian Anchor Magwell. And what I like about it, man, I want y'all to pay attention to this part right here. Is how this the part that's going to be out. I'm a lefty, so this part's going to be out. That's the part that everybody stresses about, like, printing and all that stuff. But if you look how they did theirs, they didn't put a lot of material back there. It basically is less than what the gun is. It just disappears on that back end right there. And if you look at a lot of magwells, I don't know if it's coming good on the camera, all these damn mosquitoes, but if you look at a lot of magwells on some guns, the first thing that happens is they have a lip going around it right here. You see what I'm saying? Like around the top of it. And that's going to make it print more. But if you look how Radiant did theirs, it doesn't have that. No material back there. It's just the butt plug area right there, and that's it. And then you have your little area right here, clearly. But this part right here in the front, that's irrelevant because that's going to be in your pants. This is just a ledge. This is just a grip ledge. You see what I'm saying? You can see that. It's just a grip ledge. So this part is irrelevant, but this back part is crucial because that's what's going to be sticking out. And I just like how Radiant made that disappear, and it makes no difference on the grip, or it makes no difference when you got it in your pants. So I like that part about it, and I also like that they recognize that the Glock 43X didn't have a hole in the back of the grip, so they literally designed this magwell for this particular firearm. So that was pretty cool. Let me show clear because I know YouTube tripping. There ain't nothing up in here. I already cleared it. Clear firearm. Let me just go ahead and show that. Clear firearm. You can see there's nothing in there. Okay, so I like how they did that magwell on that. I think that's really brilliant because the way it mounts, the screws that comes with it and the detent, it only goes inside of the actual magwell. It has nothing to do with the grip of the firearm. So a really brilliant concept. Damn, hold up, the little fuzzy thing fell off. Okay, hold on. Y'all know I ain't high tech. If somebody just tuned in, I'm not the most high tech channel. I got a lot of stuff, but I just don't really spend a lot of time learning how to. This thing is weird though. Yeah, it falls off a lot, but yeah, that part right there is what I'm getting at is that's the part I like about it, is that it doesn't add no material back here. So that means when it's in your pants, it doesn't print. The printing is all overrated anyway. But yeah, so this is clean, man. This is what I'm rocking right now. EDC right here. This is going to give the Zulisi. Shout out to Zulisi with the Otter Pro G. You got the dot right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Pro G, so you can get a circle reticle or a dot reticle on this too. That's why it's the Pro G versus the other model, where it's pretty much only one or the other, so to speak. So, man, these mosquitoes are rough out here. I don't know why they come at like a certain hour. They come at a certain hour. They wouldn't even out here like before I started this video. Now they all over the place, and I got the citronella blowing, and it still ain't working. So the Louisiana mosquitoes are relentless, bro. They like piranhas. They don't give up at all. They got all fight, all heart, man. But yeah, man. I noticed on Palmetto State Armory, they pissed me off. They now all of a sudden, oh yeah. Back to this again. Somebody asked about the holster. That's Vetters, man. Go to Vetters. It's a side tuck for the 43X, specifically side tuck for the 43X. Check it out and use my discount code. Okay. ENETAC 10. Save you a couple coins. But and I know NOLA Gospel Track is tripping, but man, the reason why I didn't originally like this gun, because I was in California, and I think subliminally I just didn't want to pay for it. So, and then when I shot it, I was kind of like shooting it angrily against my Glock 19, like this ain't gonna be better than my Glock 19. So when you're buying these guns that's out of your comfort zone, like if you like subcompact versus full size or whatever it may be, and you're trying to venture over to a different grip size and shorter barrel, you need to have a better attitude about going about it, because it might hinder you how you are going to really, you know, kind of like look at the gun. It's like, will I buy it? So kind of going into it more open minded. I was closed minded when I first shot the 43X many years ago, but now going back to it, revisiting it, I think this is a good setup. I'm definitely not going for that 26X. That no, I like this better. I mean, like I said, the 10 rounds don't really bother me, so I'm cool with it, man. But yeah, I like this pistol right here. Now, as far as the FDE color, that was the one I really wanted, but it took too long to, it was just taking too long. I could have waited, I guess, but screw it, man. Who knows? I might get it anyway just to match it up with my 19X. So I have the little one, the big one, and just have it as a collectible, so to speak. Because I wouldn't probably carry, because I got this to carry. But I guess they got my palmetto right now, so we'll see. But man, I want to talk about man, I'm just tripping off how all of a sudden now there's people like I on my last video, some guy, he said like, oh, he's comment on the magwell. He says, oh, that magwell canning, they come with a magwell. Let me just address that real quick. I know that Glock is not where it should be when it comes to coming with automatic with a magwell, coming with night sights, already, iron sights, just now got into the MOS game. I know they not, serrations, better, different cuts and angles on serrations versus standard up and down. I know they're not there with the rest of the companies, stippling and grip texture. They're not there. No, they're not there. That's not why you particularly buy a Glock for that. Yeah, you probably want a Canic or you want a Smith and Wesson or something like that for that. What you buy these guns for specifically, maybe I'll just speak for myself, but for most part, it was built as a military weapon and built for law enforcement. It never really was designed for the public market, for the civilian market. So with that being said, that's why it's not all tricked out. You got to trick it out yourself. But with that being said, they left room to trick it out. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't tricked out, but they left room to trick it out. And then how they left room is every company in America that made accessories when they rolled this gun out immediately started making accessories for this firearm, not the 43X specifically, but for the Glock manufacturing. Holsters, sights, parts, striker pins, everything, triggers, lights, everything aftermarket was designed off of Glock Incorporated. So, with that being said, maybe they cut a deal we didn't know about. Like, we don't have to make our gun really all accessorized. We can make it accessorizable, but we don't have to give it to the customer because it's really built as a law enforcement military weapon. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I know it's better. I know it's better ready out of the box, like with accessories and all that kind of stuff out there in the market. But that's not why I buy it. I buy it because, man, all them boys and all those wars and those military cats and all those law enforcement cats, this is what they rolling with, and it's the reason why they rolling with that. And so that's what made me get into it back in the day. And that's why my first Glock was the Glock 17. And yeah, it was because of that reliability and simplicity. So I just want to address that to the people that know. And people who watch my channel, y'all know, man, I don't really talk shit about other firearm companies, man, because if I had a huge bankroll, man, I probably would be buying a Staccato or Smith and Wesson Metal 2.0 or stuff like that. I probably would be buying like more stuff. I still want to get a 1911. You know what I'm saying? I was eyeing this used 1911 Colt 1911, and that dude, it's used. They got scratches all on it and everything. I think they still want like 2 racks for it. But someone was telling me I should grab it, and I was like, "Damn, 2 racks for an old ass used Colt 1911." He said, "Man, you ain't gonna get a chance like this again." So don't be surprised if you see that pop up somewhere, because the Colt 1911s, that's the one. So, But whatever, man. It is what it is. But I don't want to do all that because it's old parts, and I don't know if that's still available. That's another conversation. But yeah, that's what you're talking about right here. Is this? And like I said, I do like that NLDC coating they put on here. It's a sweet firearm, sweet, and the company's doing great, man. I ain't gonna sit here in front, but like I said, I like all firearm companies because I'm pro 2A. I'm not just pro Glock. I mean, what the fuck, man? That sounds stupid as hell. I'm pro 2A. I'm not just pro Glock. So I support all gun manufacturers. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm thinking about getting that Taurus TPX 22, that 22 with threaded barrel, I got the suppressor already, so I can put it up against the Glock 44 and give a nice, honest, clean opinion on which one shoots better suppressed, and then 2A Ninja, shout out to 2A Ninja with the FRT trigger, what force reset trigger for the TX 22. Man, that'll be fun to shoot, man, with 22 round mags. That'll be sweet. So like I said, I'm not anti, and just for the record, I mean, I got the Bodyguard 2.0. I'm a big Smith fan. Shout out to Sleep Soul BK Fly, and shout out to my boy New York Tactical 33. They just picked up those Shield Plus Smith Wesson Shield Pluses. I might grab me one. I want the bundle that New York Tactical got with 6 mags for $400. I need to contact that brother. You watching this video? Hit my email. I need to talk to you, man. Like you said, grab a gun. I went over there. I didn't see that deal, but man, yeah, Smith is killing it, bro. If anybody's on Glock as a Smith, you can believe they on their ass right here. They on their butt. But even people who own Smiths, they got Glocks. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. There ain't no sense to be hating on a gun manufacturer and what you carry and what you got. Man, look, all I say is this: as long as you carrying something and you ready to protect your family and it goes bang when you squeeze the trigger, that's the key part to all this stuff. All that internal hating and who got the best this and this, that, and the other. I'm cool, man. Even like on my video, something tactical. He's a Glock guy. He's a gun guy. He's a gun guy, but he's really a Glock guy. And he knows something tactical. Shout out to something tactical. And he always takes his guns, his Glocks, and tricks them all out with trigger springs and triggers, this, that, and the other, magwells. And he said, like, hey, because I was complaining about the that little trigger safety right there, how it digs into your finger. So he said, go to Overwatch Precision and get the shoe. So I ordered this shoe. It should be here tomorrow. So next time you see another video, I'm gonna show you with the Overwatch Precision trigger shoe, stuff like that. That's what the 2A community is about. You got a problem with a gun, something you don't know, you got a question how you want to improve something. You go to YouTube, boom, and then you know what I'm saying, and you in there. So shout out to something tactical. I'm not doing the trigger because I like Glock triggers. I know it sounds strange, but I like Glock triggers, and I don't want to no way, no how mess around with that reliability. So that's why I ain't fucking with no triggers. Now I do the trigger shoe, but that's far as it gonna go. But let me talk about this last part. This video getting long-winded and long, and these mosquitoes are starting to go crazy. And it's 6:21 Southeast Louisiana time. We got a big game this weekend. By the way, I've been an LSU fan my whole life, even out in California. Here's my college football teams from top to bottom, starting off top. I've always it's weird because I'm a basketball guy and I grew up in Chicago and California. Like I said, born in Chicago, moved in the 8th grade, then grew up in the West Coast. So top to bottom, just to keep it real in college football and college sports, I grew up University of Illinois fan. My homeboy Marcus Liberty played down there with Steve Bardo and all those dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Gill, shout out to them. And so I grew up a University of Illinois basketball fan and a DePaul Blue Demon fan because DePaul Blue Demon is out of Chicago. And so I grew up Ray Meyer fan with, Terry Cummings, the legend Terry Cummings, and you know what I'm saying, Rod Strickland and all these boys. So I grew up watching those cats play, man. So, and then also in football, Northwestern, Michigan State, but I was a Michigan State Spartan basketball fan because of Magic, and you know what I'm saying. And then by the time I got to the West Coast, I started liking Cal football, UC Berkeley, Stanford. My homeboy in high school played at Stanford, and then I always liked USC Trojans. So I'm kind of West Coast too. And my little nephew played at UC Davis, and so I got a lot of little college teams on the West Coast that I just root for. I'm not next to diehard fan, I got to win. But so yeah, man, but what I always was was a Grambling State Tiger fan because Eddie Robinson and I had a lot of relatives who grew up in that area in Ruston, and I was always an LSU Tiger fan. Baton Rouge bingo, Bayou bingo. So with that being said, we got a big game this weekend. I said we. LSU got a big game because they just fired the coach, the AD, and the brother they hired for the interim coach. He went to St. Augustine High, alumni here in New Orleans, and you can look at his bio, and so they both brothers. They both to come up in there and try to turn it around. And Governor Landry said he don't want no state employee making a whole bunch of money. So now I find it funny they went and got a couple of brothers to come run the program after they cut the state. Landry trying to put a cap on how much money a state employee can make. And he said there's no reason why employees should make $20 million coaching football in the state of Louisiana. So he already ran off all the high paid coaches that would ever try to apply. So we're going to see how it turns out. But if they play good against Alabama, even if they look good, they ain't even got to win. If they just look good, he's going to probably get that job. Now, let me get back on the gun stuff. So, yeah, man, I want to give another shout out to Dr. T, T Electric, the Alert Zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give a shout out to Rebel 9. Shout out to Go Hard Tactics, Sleep Soaky, BK Fly, New York Tactical, something tactical, Deuce TV. I mean, I can go on and on, man. Mark Finn, Trey 57 Productions, DIs, Lil Sin. We can go on. Let's see. Tough Will. Check out Tough Will. He crazy too, man. Gun Guide. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Stormtrooper Accuracy, NOLA Gospel Tracks. Check out, man, it's a lot of them, man. Who's my boy? Magazine Mike, 762 Mike, Tactical Skill in there. Man, man, these are all gun tubers that I pretty much came up with, man. Like watching their content, they watch my content, and that's just how we've been doing it for quite a while, man. And like I said, all the 2A team, just a lot of cats, man. A lot of cats, man. You know what I'm saying? I like 762 Mike. Shout out to him, man. He just did a video about how he got pulled over by the police and everything went well. We need more people doing that. If you haven't, as a matter of fact, I'm going to challenge you. If you have encounters with the police and it went well, I don't want to hear the negative too much because we already know it's negative. But if you have great encounters, man. If you're a tuber, put that video out there, man. Shout out to 762 Mike. Shout out to the Alert Zone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to She Fires. You know what I'm saying? Summer Shoots. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with my girl, Nisha over there. Guns and Journey. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Miss Red Phoenix, Yoki Stirrup, the Queen, of course. But, man, I just want to shoot out those guns, too. But I want to say shout out to Mr. 100 Rounds, man. Hey, that boy, man. Y'all go check out Mr. 100 Rounds. Check out Osama Been Smoking TV, too. That's my boy, man. He be doing that long range stuff. Check him out, man. What's up with you, mercenary? But, man, shout out to Mr. 100 Rounds, man. That boy went and popped that Glock 34 Gen 5 MOS, boy. I'm telling you, y'all missing the ticket on that, man. He ain't missing the ticket. He know what I'm talking about because he shot it. He did a video of it. Go check him out, Mr. 100 Rounds. It's HUNN 100 rounds, like not 100 rounds. He just did a video on his Glock 34. He just copped. I had to break mine out just because, boy. Ooh, that boy is clean. Look at that, boy. He made me break mine out. This is unloaded, by the way, YouTube. We ain't tripping over here. Look at that. We ain't got nothing up in there. We gonna go ahead and lock the slide back. Ain't nothing up in there. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So he went and copped him a shout out to Zulcy, man, for the O+. You know what I'm saying? But he went and copped him a 34, boy. And he said everything I've been trying to tell y'all. First of all, you don't even need an optic. You can use Glock sights. Okay. The ones that come out the box, you can hit straight A-zone shots, get on target, real easy and quick with the Glock sights and no optic. That's how phenomenal this firearm shoot. Now, this is the one that was designed for competition. So it's no surprise. But the one thing they did on the Gen 5, what I noticed what they didn't cut out the slide right here. So I had the Gen 3. Everybody know if you follow my channel, I had the Gen 3, and that was cut out. And I can tell you right now, this shoots even better than the Gen 3. And the Gen 3, I thought I was on record. Go back to one of my videos for my Gen 3 before I got rid of it. I said that was the best, the most accurate Glock 9mm pistol they ever put out in history. Period, point blank. I stood on that. Gen 3 Glock 34 was off the hook. Now, I found out they didn't do that because they did a different system in a recoil system, and the slide they put more, they lightened up a little bit and did something with it. I think it's the same recoil spring, but there's something they did to the slide that they didn't cut it out. Took material out somewhere, and boy, let me tell you, this thing is fucking accurate, man. And I got the medium backstrap on there. Mr. 100 rounds like to cut his right there. I know why they do that, but I just don't. I like it like this. And let me tell you, this thing, this is the Oak Plus Pro G. So this is the Pro G Oak Plus, not like I got the Otter. So, you know, let's check out Zeus. I got discount code. So that's the Otter Pro G. This is the Oak Plus Pro G, the multi-reticle. So the Pro series is the multi-reticle. So this thing is accurate. Man, Mr. 100 rounds. Boy, I'll tell you, I know why you got it, brother. I know why you got it. Hell yeah, this thing's accurate. You called it. You said out the box. You said out the box. It's accurate out the box. It sure in the hell is. So yeah, man, I just want to shout that boy, man. Yeah, you right, man. This thing, I forgot. I forgot how accurate this thing. I'm going to take this thing out the next round when I go to the range and shoot that 43X again. I'm gonna bring this out there because, and I got the 47 too. But this is a badass gun, and this was discontinued before they discontinued all the other lines. This was on the list first before the whole portfolio got discontinued. So good luck finding this one. And remember, if the slide cut out, that's a Gen 3. The Gen 5, they didn't cut it out. Good luck finding this baby. So when I upgraded to this Gen 5, I had no idea. Tay tried to tell me dress to kill. I didn't listen, but I did listen. So I indirectly, subliminally said, let me go load up on my Gen 5s. And boy, let me tell you, man, I'm so happy. That was one of the smart moves I did. I didn't even, if people follow my channel, I didn't even buy all these guns. I basically just traded all my Gen 3s in instead of buying some off-brand other company and all that. No, let me stay with Glock, but get the latest and the greatest. And then little did I know that they're about to get rid of them. And so now my whole arsenal is Gen 5 except for 2 of them. So anyway, shout out to Mr. 100 rounds, man. Like I said, I agree with you. Man, if you can feel how that feels in my hand, you know, you got the extended slide release on both sides. It's fully ambi. You know what I'm saying? Badass gun right there, boy. Let me tell you. Mr. 100 rounds, man, that's a great pickup. Salute, my brother. You're going to enjoy this gun. But, man, this video getting way too long. I'm rambling. And I had a couple of beers, and I got to use the bathroom. And these mosquitoes are lighting me up right now. I'm covered up good. But the next time you see this thing, it's going to be at the range. And I'll have that Overwatch Precision shoe on, that trigger shoe. And I don't know when the damn Ramjet gonna come, but that'll be a big video too. So, man, and y'all just go ahead and keep supporting your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay strapped, stay ready. Go check out some of those gun tubers I mentioned up there earlier, man. Those small good people, man. And shit, man. Whew. Man, it's a nice gun. Sorry about that Nola Gospel track. I love the 43X, man. Don't worry about it. No. But anyway, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all staying this long. If you did, like I said, man, if you want to buy a better holster, man, you know, use my discount code. Check the boys out, man. Shout out to Mr. 100 rounds for that 34, man. And man, everybody stay blessed, man. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay armed. Peace.